Some volunteers are working to change a local community for the better. Their organization, Light of the Village. It's a beacon of hope in Alabama Village, offering outreach programs for at-risk youth and anyone else who needs help. John Eads, who founded Light of the Village, is here to let you know how you can support the group's mission. And we've been talking over the break. This is something, I mean, really spectacular that you guys are doing. So let's talk about your mission and your organization.
Sure. We started in 2001, and basically our mission's simple. It's to share Christ's message of faith, hope, and love to the inner city, one person at a time, through word and deed. And so we're there 6 days a week, and we've been there for a very long time. And it's never a dull moment, but even through all the violence, you know, we've buried 8 of our kids in the last year and a half. And that's some of the statistics. But through all that, we've seen some beautiful things, and we see the community come alive in a lot of different ways.
For someone who may not have visited Alabama Village, paint the picture what it's like there.
Sure. If you just drove through it, it's got a lot of urban blight, it's got a lot of poverty, and what I challenge people to do is look past that. Look at the people who live there. Look at the community. Look at the children who through no fault of their own, grew up there. And so what we try to do is look at them through the lens of Christ, and again, provide them that faith, hope, and love, and just see them that way, and see them as individuals too. The other thing is people code it with, this one universal picture of all inner city kids are this, and that's not true at all. They all have their own dreams, their own challenges, and to get to know them on a personal level is just a beautiful thing.
And you mentioned this was something that you started in 2001. You say you were just led there, and it was, you found what was a crack house in this area and turned it into a place of Christian faith, hope, and love. And now you offer Sunday morning Bible studies. You offer summer Bible camp. You offer after-school programs, Thanksgiving Eve meals, community cookouts, one-on-one interaction. I mean, so many things that this organization does. And you're there 6 days a week to help these youth, and again, anyone who is there and ready for help.
Sure,
so now, everybody, we can help this organization. You're having a dinner. It's going to be tomorrow night, and it's the second annual Night and Light dinner. It's from 6 to 8 at the Greater Gulf State Fairgrounds. Tell us a little bit about how the evening is going to go.
It's just going to be a celebration for all the people who help my wife and I do this mission. And so a lot of volunteers, a lot of supporters who come are going to be there. And tomorrow night, Father Greg Boyle from Los Angeles, he's the founder of Homeboy Industries, considered the nation's best practice for gang intervention. I got to meet him in 2007 at Spring Hill College, and then I went out there to stay out there to learn as much as I could about what they were doing. And the guy I stayed with was a former gang member. He says I'm the first white guy to ever stay in his house, and now he's staying at our house. He's on our board. He comes out here 4 times a year, and we've developed as much as we can what the Homeboy model is in Los Angeles. We've brought some of that here to Pritchard and to Mobile, and so they come 4 times a year, and this is where the priest is now coming back to see what his guys have done here in Mobile. We're the only city in the United States that has that kind of relationship, and so tomorrow night's going to be special. And the priest, he'll be speaking tonight at Spring Hill College at Byrne Hall at 7 o'clock, and then tomorrow night he'll come to our dinner and speak there as well. So we're excited about that.
So not to give too much away, but a little bit about what he's going to be talking about.
He talks a lot about, again, faith, hope, and love, about kinship. When you look at people not on their tattoos or their record, but you look at them, again, as Christ would.
Not by the exterior.
No, you try to see the potential, and there's potential in everybody. And so what he talks a lot about is that kinship, that we can all play a role in that, and that makes us better people too. And so that's what we try to do as well.
So it's going to be a very inspirational evening, a very moving evening. So how do we get tickets?
There's a website you can go to, lightofthevillage.org. Please check it out, see some of the smiling faces that we see, and also there's information there for the Night and the Light, and also how to get involved after that. Like I say, we're there 6 days a week, and we have a lot of volunteer opportunities. Had 5,000 volunteers up to this point that have come and served and have been touched. We've never had anybody get hurt. I like to say that because that's just God's presence, to keep everybody safe. But no one comes there and leaves the same. you get to see really what God's able to do.
That is incredible. So through the years, since 2001, 5,000 volunteers. Some come and go, some stay.
Sure.
So if anybody would like to volunteer, maybe you can't make it tomorrow night, but if you can, of course, that is wonderful. Maybe you want to go and then you also want to volunteer. It may inspire you to volunteer. But if you'd like to volunteer and go tomorrow night, either or, you'll find all the information of how you can do that when you follow a link on our website. Just go to the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. It's wonderful what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Great meeting you. Thank you for joining us and sharing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, we will be back in just a few minutes. We hope you will be right here.